This is Matrix Lord 212, and we're talking about Doctor Who and the regeneration debate. Now, I want to discuss uh, the concept of regeneration in detail. Um, New fans would not know this, but in the classic series of Doctor Who, Romana was a companion of the Doctor. She was a Time Lord. They were very, very close. She decided that she wanted to regenerate, not because she was hurt or anything, but just because she wanted change. You don't necessarily, if you're a Time Lord, have to regenerate if you're about to die. I mean, some of them, they got old and they decided they wanted to change, or sometimes Time Lords just wasted regeneration. And I was talking about this too. I think that's the way it goes online. Um, Romana she regenerated into many different bodies. And people were thinking that, oh, she's using up all her regenerations. Now, she regenerated into the form of Princess Astra. Now, and the doctor said no, and then she regenerated a couple of times, and then she wound up regenerating back. Now, we know now that you're in a certain amount of hours in your regeneration cycle. So, before we thought that she used up regenerations, but now we know that she was still regenerating. She has hours that she has to regenerate. But she was able to go and take back a previous form. So I think that this is a shocking, shocking thing, because this states, I think, in my theory, that, if the Doctor was able to control, what is wrong with this camera? Oh my God. If the Doctor was able to control his regenerations, that might mean that the 11th Doctor could regenerate back into the 10th, which would be the 12th Doctor, and it would count as a regeneration. Um, this is also there's also a mystery with the classic series with the 2 Doctor episodes where we see the 6th Doctor rescuing the 2nd Doctor. Now, the 2nd Doctor, here is where the paradox is, because in the final adventure, the Time Lords erased his 2 companions' memories and put them back where they were. And they forced the 2nd Doctor to regenerate. Now, the 2nd Doctor never had gray hair, was able to age. But at some point in time in the future, the Time Lords reward the Doctor by... see, this is unclear, because it could be that they allowed the Doctor to, I'll call it, degenerate back into the 2nd Doctor's form. And do some special covert missions, wherein the first thing he did was restore the memories of his 2 companions, which he felt was unfair, maybe. Or it could be that he didn't, the 12th or 15th Doctor is not the 2nd Doctor again, or it's just a thing, is this an alternate universe 2nd Doctor? See, this gets very, very complicated. Now, the fact that the 6th Doctor didn't remember ever having a remote control that would activate the TARDIS, either shows that his memories are being altered, or, this is a tricky subject. I mean, I'm open to the possibility that the Doctor could degenerate back to his other selves. From the gang, this camera's driving me nuts. From the Ganger episode, we see that somewhere in there, is all the Doctors. I mean, when the Ganger was created, he started talking like all the different Doctors, which leads me to believe that, in the 11th Doctor's body, all his other cells, their personalities were not lost. They're all there. And they could be reawakened and degenerated upon. Well, if we call it degeneration, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't call it degeneration, but I don't know what to call it. But, I think it's possible where, we could see the 11th Doctor degenerate back into the 10th, do some adventures, and then, I guess, regenerate back to the 11th, and then 12th, I guess. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird, but I think it's possible that the Doctor could degenerate. I mean, how else would Romana be able to do that? Unless, of course, she's more trained in regeneration. This is a massive, massive debate. Or, or how does Stephen Moffat explain the 2 Doctors episode and the 2nd Doctor's adventures? I mean, they took him out of time. He's well aware that he regenerated. He's well aware that his companion's memories were erased. That's why he restored his companion's memories. His companion, Jamie, was older, much older than he was, obviously. So he went back and got him. So you fans, I invite you guys to go back and watch some of these classic series episodes, because you know what? If you watch them, you'll notice when you watch them that some of these new things happening in series 5, 6, and 7, they're either making sequels to what happened back then, or they're rebooting it, and you're like, oh wow, this happened already, In another video, I was talking about the Three Doctors episode, where the second Doctor and the third Doctor teamed up with a little help from the first Doctor to battle Omega. Now, the thing that I didn't really go into detail that ties the Three Doctors episode to Time Crash and the Big Bang is that antimatter and matter collided at the same time, causing a huge explosion. An explosion and implosion at the same time. This was repeated in Time Crash when two TARDISes exploded and imploded at the same time. And also the Big Bang, where the TARDIS exploded and the Pandorica imploded. So that concept was used twice already since the Three Doctors. Again, so it was repeated. Also, the Valyard, when he in the Trial of the Time Lord episode, the Valyard is the evil manifestation of the Doctor. He actually put his younger self, the Sixth Doctor, on trial to steal his regenerations and take over Gallifrey. So at some point in time, the Doctor will become evil. So evil that it's unbelievable. And, he tried to rewrite time by stealing the regenerations from the Sixth Doctor and failed. And also he created a weapon. I don't know if it was a decimator or something, which is very familiar, like similar to the reality bomb that Davros had in Stone Earth Journey's End. Going into a little more detail about that, but going back to regenerations, we've seen the Fifth Doctor regenerate into the Sixth Doctor, and it was such a shock that the Sixth Doctor's regeneration was more unstable than any Doctor's ever was, when he was getting a little evil, a little crazed. So that's the least favorite Doctor I've ever had liked. But there's been many different forms of regeneration. The Time Lords forced the regeneration in the second. So we have to, the concept of degeneration. Zoe the dog. The concept of, I think the Doctor could degenerate. I think that, it is possible. I think we will see some type of episode maybe like it. And I'm going to make another video now about regeneration. I'm going to stop this now because I don't want the camera to go crazy. So thanks, Mugster300. Again, I'm talking a couple videos about it. Thanks for seeing your comment. It's a big debate, and it spans into many other debates too that I wasn't even thinking about before. But all right, so thanks for subscribing to my channel. Like my channel, share my channel, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.